Hey! The last digit of your like on this video by each who you are from Melon Playground, and the last digit of your subscription to my channel will show your Melon Playground item. So go down right now, subscribe and give me a like. Look at the screen. Notice the last digit of your like and your subscription and write in the comments who you are from Melon Playground. It's simple, if your like is number 8 and the last digit of your subscription is number 5, you're a lemon and a cactus. Show your imagination and enjoy the show.
Hi friends, you are on Melonfonk channel. In this video, we are going to talk about the pros and cons of Melon Playground Update 25.00.1. But before we start the video, I want to say a huge thank you to these guys for being in my video. If you want to be in my next video, you need to do a few things. 1, you need to subscribe to my channel. 2, you need to like it. 3rd, write your top comment of 4 words or more, and don't forget to watch this video from beginning to end. It's very simple to fulfill all these conditions and have fun watching. So friends, as you already know, the update 25.01 is out and it turned out pretty good. And I would like to discuss all the pros and cons of this update, which are quite a lot on both sides. You can mark your pros and cons in the comments. Well, we'll start with the pros. I would like to mention the good things first, because I think there were much more good things. Well, and of course, I would like to discuss the addition of an infinite city. I would put it 100% on the plus side because it works just perfectly for me. The concept of seed is very cool. I think there is a lot to develop. In principle, the fact that it is infinite and the fact that we have a huge amount of space for creativity would also like to note and would also like to put a small plus for it. Bugs I as such and did not meet. So even the minuses in the infinite city I cannot find. So there are only a lot of pluses, and I'm very glad that the Infinite City has appeared in the game. At the end of the video, we will summarize how many pluses and how many minuses received this update, so look to the end to learn the results. The next ambiguous plus I would like to give for electricity, as it is a new mechanics and electricity deserves clearly a plus, although it lacks functionality. Yes, it conducts electricity in water. Yes, it supports. However, it clearly lacks functionality. It would be cool to be able to depend on electricity a lot of things. That is, it would be impossible to build other mechanisms without essentially electricity. That is, the wheels should, I think, depend on this very generator, but for this period of time, basically everything can work just through the activate button, and the generator is essentially and basically electricity has not become a new milestone in Melon Playground. Yes, it is cool, yes, interesting, yes, fun, the need to build any mechanisms. It is very controversial. Of course, your opinion write in the comments. But I put a plus with electricity and a new mechanism only due to the fact that it is a new mechanics. And I hope that the developers will further develop this idea. The next plus I put for localization, or rather for its inception. Yes, only Russian language was added, but Russian is a big audience in Melon Playground. Here I only positively zaisk about the addition of Russian language in this game, and I would like the developers to continue to add new languages. We are waiting for this update in the future because it is very important. The more languages will be, the more new audience will be attracted to the game, and this is always cool and has a positive impact not only on YouTube, but in principle the development of the game. So for localization, I put a fat plus and hope that in the future it cannot turn into a minus. The next plus I would like to put for the menu, because the way they fixed the file manager, namely added search, they also added auto-saving, or rather manual activation of it, and in principle the information window in which we are told about the update. I would also for this, I would like to put a plus, because it all looks now more that is alive. I do not know how to call it differently. Now there is a kind of immersion effect, and you go into the game and everything is so really clear and understandable, and it became as if just more pleasant to feel. I do not know how to explain it in another way. I think that you are also pleasantly surprised by these little things in fact, but it is pleasant very much. Your opinion, of course, write in the comments, but for these additions, I definitely put a big and fat plus. The next plus I would like to add for the pass halts and secrets. Every time the developers add some new secret, some new passphrase, some new ghost, I like it so much that I just want to make videos for you again and again and go into this game again and again. Because really, it's the pass holes and little things that make up the whole game, and the more elaborate these little things are, the more responsive players will be to this game. Take my word for it. And let's say even the smallest ghosts, or basically secrets about the Endless City, about the secret seed and so on, it so much immersed us in this update, we were just curious about what new things we can find. People found more and more secrets, and I found what's the sin. I just like to do it, and not just for the content. And for this, I also want to put a big and fat plus. Of course, in the comments, write your opinion. How many pluses deserves update 25.0.1? Well, I got as much as 5 pluses, and I think it's well deserved. Write in the comments how many pluses you got, and let's move on to the minuses. And the first big and fat minus I would like to add, just for optimization. And it has become much worse. Believe me, on the Infinite City, if the map is loaded with various items or how to deal with it, I do not know, but it is obviously a minus, and it came with the update 25.0.1. I hope the developers will fix it in the future, and the minuses will be much less. But for now, I'm ready to give -1 point for optimization. What you think about it? Write in the comments. The next minus I would like to give for bugs. Bugs have become such a huge number. They are so many different types. You send me so many of these bugs in a private message, you just cannot imagine. Really, private message and messengers just burst from these bugs, and we cannot get rid of it. And how many bugs in the infinite map? You just cannot convey in words how many of them. And of course, this is a minus. Bugs can actually kill the game, but so far it's all bearable. And I think that the developers will fix. They appear again, and in a larger size. What bugs have you encountered? Write in the comments. Well, for the bugs, I definitely give -1 point. And -1 point I would like to give for electricity, and you tell me in the comments that I Nesu. You just gave a plus point to electricity, and already in minuses you give this minus point for the same electricity. This is kind of nonsense. But I'll explain my position to you now, and hopefully you'll understand me. First of all, I take away the minus point for the fact that these mechanisms have no functionality, and in principle electricity as such can be used in few places. Well, in fact, the spectrum of where electricity can be used is very narrow, and I do not really know the ways of application. So write in the comments where you can use electricity other than just dabbling. And I don't think anyone is going to answer that question for me. Overall, as a mechanic, I give it a big plus, but as a variation in the use of that electricity, I give it a minus. Sounds pretty weird, but as it sounds to me, it makes a lot of sense. What do you think about it? Be sure to write in the comments. Well, I got as many as 3 minuses, which is much less than the pluses. And in fact, this update can definitely be considered a success. How many minuses did you get? I will be very interested to know your opinion. It's coming to an end. Thank you all for watching. Good luck to everyone. Goodbye, and remember, buddy, as always, see you the other day.